everyone, we are the Group 8, and today we're going to discuss or to share about the duties of Safety Committee, duties of Safety Officer, the various working that common to all ship, and lastly, the works on board ship which the permit to work system is necessary.
So these are the duties of safety committee on board ships. So the Maritime Safety Committee or the MSC deals with all matters related to maritime safety and maritime security which fall within the scope of IMO, uh, covering both passenger ships and all cargo ships. So they are the one checking the safety and security on board vessels. So their duties are to check the life-saving appliances, those covering dangerous goods, and all fire safety systems. So the also MSC deals with human element issues such as including amendments to training and certification of the STCW. The MSC has a wide and range of issues on its current agenda, including goal-based standards, autonomous vessels, piracy, and armed robbery against ships. So they are the one who check. They're the dick watch keeping, and they are the one to secure the safety of the ship, the crews, the goods.
The safety community works with the sole goal of enhancing the safety standards on board ships by ensuring that all safety procedures and practices are followed by the ship's crew members. Ultimately, the purpose of safety committee is to help reduce the risk of workplace injuries and illness and ensure compliance with federal and state health and safety regulation.
Duties of safety officer. So one of the duties of the safety officer is plan and implement OHS policies and programs. Second is advise and lead employees on various safety related topics. Third is prepare an educational seminar and webinars on a regular basis. Fourth is review existing policies and procedures. Fifth is adhere to all the rules and regulations. Sixth is work with HR to set up a new employee onboarding process for safety. So that's all.
Next is conduct risk assessment. Next, enforce preventative measure. Next, identify process bottleneck and offer timely solutions. Next, check it all the employees are acting and endurance with rule and regulations. Next, prepare and present report on accident and violation to determine causes.
The first one was the high visibility or clothing, like for example, like when we are in the hazard or zero visibility, we need to prepare ourselves, like wearing life jackets when we encountering, um, for example, like when our captain um, deciding for abandoned ships. Then also the gloves when we are working on board, then the overalls uniform or PPE, then the non-slip and anti-static footwear, then safety helmets. Then the second one is access to vessels. So access to vessels will normally be provided by the accommodation ladders or a gangway, which must be safely secured. So, for example, like when we are um, disembarking the vessel, we need to uh, what we call this one here. We need to um, um, paghigot og tarong sir ba sa uh, ladder. Then that is one of our training in the school. Then the second one, birding from quay.
Follow working principles and practices to all times. We have to assure that our safety on board. So all persons on board obliged to use protective equipment available on board. It is important to use the equipment to avoid the dangers entering enclosure spaces, which precautions to take and what the safety equipment to use. So safe working practices is for many situations that commonly arise on ships. The basic principles can be applied to many other work, especially uncovered.
Wherever there is a high-risk job taking place, a written permit to work procedure should always be used. Job considered to be high risk should include number 1, entry into enclosed or confined spaces. Number 2, working on machinery or equipment which can start automatically or requires isolation. Number 3, hot work including welding. And number 4, working aloft or overside. Number 5, general electrical work or under 1000 voltage. And then number 6, electrical high voltage work or over 1000 voltage. And lastly, working on lift machinery.